start out this look, I'm first applying MAC Fix Plus all over her face, and this will help the foundation spread out better and it'll prime her skin. And I'm just going to spread the foundation all over her face with a damp Beauty Blender sponge, and I'm going to press it into her skin. After I've blended out the foundation, I'm going to be using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer underneath her eyes to conceal any dark circles. And I'm going to blend that underneath her eyes, and I'm going to bring that up onto her eyelids to prime them. Next, I'm setting that into place with a translucent powder, and I'm going to put that underneath her eyes, all over her face, and then I'm also going to put an extra layer underneath her eyes to catch any fallout. The first eyeshadow that I'm using is a soft brown color, and I'm just putting that all over her eyelids, and I'm going to make sure that I blend out the edges so it looks soft and diffused. On top of the brown eyeshadow, I'm using this shimmery white one, and I just wanted to lighten up just the center of her eyelids before I put on the glitter. So I'm putting the white eyeshadow on the center of her eyelids, and I'm not going to blend it into the crease. Now I'm using Phloof eyeshadow from MAC, and I'm just going to highlight the inner corners of her eyes, and I'm putting that underneath her eyebrow on her eyebrow bone. And now I'm using the same brown eyeshadow that I used, and I'm putting that on her lower lash line very softly. For the glitter, I'm using MAC Reflex Transparent Teal, and I'm just going to wet that with a little bit of Fix Plus, and I'm putting that on with a small fluffy brush. And I'm going to put that all over her eyelids, and then I'm going to blend it out into like a cat eye shape. And I'm making sure that I'm keeping this right underneath the crease, and I'm not putting it into the crease. I also put the glitter a little bit on the inner corner as well, and underneath her eye in the inner corner. Next, I'm lining her lower waterline with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. For the liner, I'm using this M Cosmetic liquid liner, and this liquid liner is amazing. It's so liquidy, but you have to be really careful with it because wherever you put it, like the slightest little bit of pressure, it comes out. So you have to be really, really careful, and I actually messed up this eye, so I had to redo it. But this liner is super easy to remove with an eye makeup remover because it doesn't smudge. It comes off in like little flakies, and it doesn't ruin the rest of the look. So you just take this part really slow, and you basically do a really big cat eye to begin with, and then you just bring it into the crease, and it has like a slightly rounded edge on the outer part of it. And now I'm just setting that into place with a black eyeshadow. And I'm also taking the liner underneath her lower lash line. And I'm not going to put the liner like all the way in towards her inner corner. I'm just putting it a little bit past the middle. Next, I'm taking a black eyeshadow and I'm just barely blending out that line so it looks a little bit straighter, because sometimes it looks wobbly if you don't like go over it with a liner, an eyeshadow. So I'm just blending that on top of it. Now I'm setting that white eyeliner into place with a white eyeshadow on her inner waterline. Then, to make sure there's no gap of whiteness between her lashes and the liner, I'm just tightlining her eyes with this black eyeliner. And this will help make the false lashes look a lot more real, so you won't see any of the skin underneath. Now I'm going to fill in her eyebrows with this NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown, and I'm just using short feathery strokes to fill them in, just her natural shape. After I filled in her eyebrows, I'm going to set that into place with a taupe eyeshadow, and I'm just using that with an angled brush right over top of the eyebrows. Then I'm putting on a layer of mascara onto her top lashes only before I put on the false ones. Now I'm just adding the little Swarovski crystals that she has above her liner, and I'm just using some lash glue, and I'm putting a thin line of that on top of her liner, and then I'm using some tweezers to put on the crystals. I just got these crystals at Joann's fabric store, and you can basically find them at any craft store or online. Then I'm just going to add on the false lashes with the lash glue, and I'm making sure that they're tacky first, and then I'm putting them into place with tweezers. And after I add the lashes, I like to take a black eyeshadow and just fill in wherever the lash glue is so you can't see it. And now I'm just warming up her face with a little bit of bronzer into the hollows of her cheekbones. And I'm also blending that a little bit on her temples. And now I'm adding NYX's blush in Pinched onto the apples of her cheekbones, and then I'm blending it backwards. And then I'm just blending all of that in together with some loose powder. For the highlighter, I'm using Phloof eyeshadow from MAC, and it's a really pretty highlight if you're pale. Then I'm setting her eyebrows into place with Maybelline's Great Lash Clear Mascara. And this is really important, I feel, because it makes the eyebrows look more natural. It makes them kind of wet, and the eyeshadow underneath it looks more like a shadow, and the hair stands out in front of the shadow so they don't look like tattooed on. Then for the lipstick, I'm using Westie lipstick from ColourPop. And then I'm going to use Ever lip liner from NYX just to line her lips and kind of blend that in with the lipstick so it looks more dimensional. Now I'm just setting her face with the Skindinavia makeup setting spray. This is the finished look. If you guys want to see how to make this wig, we do have a tutorial on it. I'll put the link below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching.